computer, I believe. That's how we're doing it. So that's how we're going to go. All right, team integrity. The week of Thanksgiving is here, if you can believe that. So what we were going to go through today is typically this time of year, it's December-ish and July, typically slow months in network marketing, or at least for Isagenix. So we did a little bit of training before from Lindsay. I'm not sure if a lot of you know who Lindsay Hofber is, but she is has an amazing team. She's all over it. She knows, she studied it. She's been there. She's been in for about 4 years and has an amazing team and everything with Isagenix. So we kind of sat down with her, had a little bit of training with her, and really one of the questions was, which I thought was a really good question, because I don't even know how to do this, to combat the slow times that we have during the year. So typically holidays, Thanksgiving on till the end of the year. You all know end of the year, beginning of the year is huge for us, and then come into the summertime. But so yeah. Any good plans for anybody? Going anywhere, traveling at all? Because we're going to stay home for the next couple of holidays because we've done a lot of traveling for all of it. So, yes. Okay, let me deal. Rachel's out with Kelly Dickerhoof on one of her trainings, so I've got the kids tonight. Okay. Can you go watch your show? Okay, good job. She just wants to be without clothes, apparently. Okay, so we're going to jump right in. How to combat the slow times. Come November into December, all kind of breaks down into your mindset of how to look at the month. We just had the holiday catalog last week before. And so this last week's cycles may have been low for a lot of us. And kind of going into the mindset of during these times of year, looking at your monthly income versus your weekly. Because typically you're going to run about the same, if not higher, with all the promotions and all of the new products, everything that Isagenix launches. So you may have a really low week, but you may have a really high week. So really taking into consideration the 4 weeks that during those slow times are and what your average income in on that is, because that's going to really show you, it may be a slow time, but everybody's ordering certain times. So it's especially when they do the new catalog and things like that. So really just looking at that and seeing what that looks like. And, sorry, you have to kind of bear with me. I'm not 100% tonight. So reasons why this could be typically the hard times is holidays, of course. Everyone's going into the holidays. They don't necessarily want to start a quote-unquote diet during this time of year. And nobody really wants to spend money on themselves. They're spending money on everybody else during the holidays, Christmas, all that kind of stuff. And putting themselves first is not necessarily a priority for everybody. So that's kind of a reason is looking as to why you can see these as slow times of the year. And then best to use these times, the slow times, to really showcase how to use the product. We use it every day. We're using it during holidays. We're using it during slow times. We're using it during all of these times. Can you guys all see me talking? And I don't know. All I see is Jenny. So do you guys all see me? Or do you just see Jenny? Okay, good. So yeah, during these times, showing how you're using the product. One way to do this is social media, obviously. So showing you having a shake during the holidays, even Thanksgiving morning, you're having your shake, you're still using the bars, you're still using all the products during these times. That shows everybody that this is not necessarily just a diet. This is something that you're going to incorporate into your lifestyle year round. And even as you're incorporating into your lifestyle, even on Thanksgiving, we can also jump into healthy living right after that. And we'll go into that a little bit later. No. Go out there, please. Thank you. Nope, go out there. So we're all going to be traveling. Most of us will be traveling this year. That's another way to kind of show how to use the product and use your consistency of using the product during those times. You need to go right in. Thank you. Go watch your show. No, I'll give you one later. Sorry. Caleb, go. Thank you. So yeah, traveling. When you're traveling, you're taking your shakes with you, showing how you can use your shakes during traveling, showing how even though you're staying with family and everything, you have your shakes with you. Have all of your product with you and show how you're doing that. That way, like I said, as people are looking through your social media or following you on social media, they're seeing how you're using this, and you're keeping them in your mind as someone they're going to want to come right after Christmas or even January 1st, because we all know come January 1st, everyone wants to get healthy, be on a quote-unquote diet, fit all of that into their routine. You really want to be on social media, showing them that you're an option for them to contact. And she gave, like, an example is, if you're going to be going to the gym and you're always posting your workouts and everything, if someone wants information on a workout, they're going to come to you about that. So using your consistency with the shakes, products, everything you use, oils, all of it, when someone thinks of becoming healthy, they're going to think of you and they're going to come towards you. So using the downtimes to really amp up the social media, so that when come January 1st, beginning of the year, that's a really busy time, and to where, again, as soon as they think of becoming healthy, getting healthy, they're going to think of you and want to come to you with questions and what you're doing. So yeah, using Instagram, using your Instagram stories, and showing, again, how you use your products throughout the day, throughout the times of holidays, sharing with your friends and family. One really cool thing was, we're all going to be buying stuff to take to different parties. We're all going to be having Friendsgivings, Thanksgiving, holiday parties, all of that. And I'm sure we've all seen it, but over on Healthy, let me pull it up real quick. So isagenix.com/holiday-guide. You're going to have cool, great ideas to be able to use the product. You're going to be buying it anyway. Why not buy it from yourself? Buy it from yourself, make those ingredients, take them with you to parties, and just show everybody that this isn't just a shake that you have and a lifestyle that you kind of roll into every once in a while. You're using these products everywhere you go. Different recipes. You could find, you could just Google Isagenix recipes, and it's going to bring up a ton of recipes. I did it earlier, a ton of different recipes you can use. Healthy Living Guide kind of focuses around the holidays. I think there was some reindeer Chex mix, things like that, and different shakes you can use. Even as you're staying at people's houses, wake up in the morning and make them all shakes. Just give it to them so that they at least have it, and they can make the decision whether they actually want to drink it or not. But still, you're giving it to them. You're not forcing it down their throat. You're not shoving it at them. You're saying, hey, this is what I do. I'm going to make you one. Why not have one? So again, it's taking that product with you everywhere you go, putting it into your lifestyle, really running with it so that they can see the consistency of it. Consistency will be key throughout all of it, because during this time of year, that's what they're looking for. Looking at you being consistent with everything. Products, all of it. So yeah, make recipes, continue with your consistency. And then I'm sure all of you know, on the 23rd, so the end of this week, we're going to be starting the 11-day detox. There's a lot of, and Amanda can chime in when if she wants to kind of talk about it a little bit more, but Amanda has given us great templates to use, and I'm going to start using those today. In fact, later this evening into tomorrow, just showcasing that that's what we're going to be doing, is starting an 11-day detox. Really leverage those challenges, even if they're not in Isagenix or using their products or using our products just yet. They're going to see your lifestyle within those challenges. So 11-day detox, for example, seeing how you're using those products during that time, and then showcasing that you're using them throughout that. And it really draws attention to people that, again, kind of the overlying verbiage, I guess, or the consistency that you're trying to show is this is doable during the holidays as well, not just during times of trying to get a diet or do anything like that. You can do this during the holidays. And yeah, so we're starting that on the 23rd. Make sure you know all about that, how that's going, what we're doing. Start using Amanda's information she gave us. It's all right there in Team Integrity. Go in, you can find it, use the post, even use it as an idea, put it into your own verbiage, and start putting that on your Instagram stories as if that's coming up, and really showcasing that. Fresh people's mind. So yeah, that's going to have people, again, you freshen their mind for the very beginning of January, because everyone's going to be coming around January looking for something, looking for a way to get healthy, a way to combat all of that, and they're going to come to you first on that. And then, yeah, and just follow along with those challenges. Amanda, correct me if I'm wrong, or if we need to come up with one. Are we doing a challenge at the very beginning of the year in January? I'm not 100% positive on that.
I don't have the beginning of the year planned out quite yet. We were going to do one, like a 6-day one right before New Year's Eve. I think that's going to be maybe more for our existing customers. I personally don't want to be seen as that person that's promoting challenge after challenge after challenge.
Yeah.
So I think that might just be more for like in our product group. But they're going to be releasing a new product at NYKO. So I think in the past, like earlier this year, we focused on really promote, and they usually do some kind of free shipping or free membership or something. So we're probably going to do some kind of promotion around that.
Yeah.
And then hold off on a challenge. But I need to go back and review like this year's as well.
Okay. Yeah, good point. They are going to be releasing a new product at NYKO. So typically on the busy times of year in that month, the busiest time comes around the second week of January. It's usually not the first week or the first. So again, it's showcasing all that product through the New Year's, through the holidays, everything during that time. Because then the second week within January, it usually becomes the very busy time of year, right in that area. And then, yeah, so we'll get that information on the challenges, things like that, and make sure obviously you guys have
I've even seen it like my whole month of January could be kind of slow, but then February and March is where it picks up, because I say this with love, but people need time to figure out that what they're trying to do on their own doesn't work. Like they need time to fail and figure out that, oh, I thought I could just cut out all my sugar, or I thought I could just work out 7 days a week, or, oh, but now that's not working. So that's what I found. So if January is booming for you, awesome. If it's not, just it's normal and don't worry about that, and know that like what Jeff's saying is like, I mean, it's kind of like a longevity thing. Like the social media posts I do today may or may not have an impact tomorrow, but they will have an impact 6 months from now, or a year from now, or 3 months from now. So that's why it's important to stay consistent now, so that like what Jeff said, like when people are ready, and if it's not it will not be January 1st. Like, let's just be honest, it won't be. But it will be, yeah, starting into the first few weeks of January or into February, March for sure.
Yeah, and that's a good point, Amanda, is people are going to be watching us during those times as well. So follow along with the challenges and do the challenges ourselves, so that people can see our transformations and how we're combating the holidays and every temptation that we have during those holidays, that we have a solution for that. But we also use the solutions and follow through with them. So consistency on our end and actually using the product, not just posting about it, but using the product and being a product of the product. You've heard it once before, many times before, being a product of the product is 100%. You have to. Like you can't, it just isn't right to be promoting the product, but yet not following through on the challenges and doing them ourselves. And then expecting everybody else to follow them as well. Okay, perfect. So that's kind of where we wanted to step in with kind of the slow season. Another thing we wanted to just kind of throw out so that we can have an idea of what's coming, because we only have a couple more calls for the end of the year on our team calls, and then it's 2019. And we have a whole slew of other calls coming up. So is our retention. I went through and looked at our retention on our personally enrolled. So how you do that, and retention rate means enrolling, but who's continually using product after they enroll. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months beyond their enrollment date, who's actually using products still. And if your numbers are low, where can we change on coaching? If your numbers are high, awesome, excellent. But how you do that is, so you go into, I'm going to kind of walk through so I can give you the exact steps and everything, because I can do it in my head. So you're going to go to team, and then you view my team in your back office. You all should know how to get to at least there. And then you're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom of your team. And then at the bottom, you've got different pages, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, however many pages you have down there. Typically, each page has about 50 people on it. So if you run through and you see how many pages you have, so say you have 2 pages, that's 100 people that you've enrolled, personally enrolled on your business. And then you can go through, and on the far right-hand column, it says BV in the last 30 days. So people who have ordered business volume or BV or products within the past 30 days, it shows you their business volume that they've ordered. You want to then count everybody who's ordered product, even down to the 9 BVs, the 20 BVs, all the way up to the 397 BVs. So every person counts as one, and then you take the amount of people who are ordering and then divide it by how many people you have. That's going to give you a percentage. company average typically falls between 33 and 35% of your entire organization or your entire personally enrolled team is going to be ordering product. That's the company average. There's a lot of people a lot higher, a lot lower. Even if you have enrolled 10 people in the past 2 months and everybody's ordered product, you're at 100%. That's awesome. So kind of get an idea of where you're at on that. That way, when we go into the new year, we can really focus on that, because Rachel and I have looked in our team. We are enrolling machines. Like, you would not believe how many people our team has enrolled. All of you guys are enrolling machines. If you've enrolled 5 people ever, you're doing awesome. And we now need to work on our I just lost the word. Our retention rate, as in people using product continually. And it's just showing them how you can use it in your daily life. More of a lifestyle than a quick fix / diet. Again, that comes back down to your social media, what that looks like, how all that's working together, and it's all flowing in and out together. And like Amanda was saying, working on that now, especially through the holidays, is going to get you a lot more attention during the beginning of the year towards middle and everything like that. And that's really going to bring ahead on your, you want us to share ours? So our retention percentage in our personally enrolled is around 15%. But we've enrolled almost 200.
Mine is 2. I was going to say, you share your number, I'll share mine.
Yeah.
For total of all time, mine's like 14 to 15%. Yeah. But you guys, like, and Rachel will admit this too, like, we didn't know what we were doing in the beginning. So for a more accurate number, what I'm going to go do is go back to like the last year or year and a half and calculate that number, where I feel like I still am a hot mess most of the time, but at least I have more systems in place and I've been doing more things. And I'm going to get that number. I haven't done that yet, but so, and a lot of it too, like, this time of year, like right when a new product drops, your retention might look really high because a bunch of people are ordering. But like in December, so if you want, it would be smart to do this like maybe once a month and just be tracking and seeing how things are going, seeing ups and downs as the year goes, but also like big trends, ups and downs, because literally, like Jeff could look in his back office and have a bunch of people that ordered a bunch of BV, but then their 30 days are up tomorrow and then they all drop off and then it all looks like they have 0 BV. It is like those numbers could look drastically different. So these are like snapshots in time, and it would be good to start watching the trend and write it down and watch, like, don't be like insane and do it every day or even every week, but be looking at it often and just be kind to yourself and know, like, and be thinking like, well, why did my retention look higher in July? Oh, well, because they released a new shake. That's probably why it looked like that, you know? So I don't know how much you guys, and if any of you have ever done any kind of metrics reporting, like in your day job or your past life or in schooling or things like that. But I've done a lot with marketing because you have to measure a lot of metrics, and it's knowledge is power, and data is so fascinating, interesting. So get your number and don't get down on yourself. Don't get sad or frustrated or and also don't get cocky and say, oh, I'm the best and everything I'm doing is great. Just use it as information, that this is information. What am I going to do with it? And just watch how your numbers trend.
Mm-hmm. It kind of goes along with your cycles for this time of year or certain times of the month of shake drops, all that. It's going into it knowing it's an average is going to keep you, even Amanda can attest to this, income over the year versus income monthly. You're seeing your monthly or weekly income and you're going, how do I get that higher? But then you add it up over the year and you're like, oh, that's actually really good. I've almost replaced my other income, or I've replaced my other income, something like that. So it's a good idea, like Amanda's saying, to have your monthly, but then looking back every few months to kind of see where you're trending at, because everything is always going to go up like any business. It's going to level off, you're going to go up. You can level off, go up, it could drop, and then up. So it's always going to do that no matter what business you're in. And so, keeping in mind that it could be really good one month. And plus it also has an effect on, or the free shipping has had a huge effect in kind of skewing our numbers a little bit, because people order more when they don't have to pay for shipping, or people, anyway, so it's kind of skewing things a little bit, making it better, but skewing things a little bit. So really any questions I have a short call tonight because, I'm trying to recover from over the weekend and all the traveling that we did. But again, it breaks down to being consistent, using the products over the holidays, using them to make different recipes, all of that for going to Friendsgivings, going to Thanksgivings, all of that. And just showing people this is more than just a shake that you take every day. You can make the Chex Mix. I was just looking at it. It actually looked really good. And I was thinking of making it for us.
I have a question, Jeff. Can I ask?
Yeah.
A question for the group. Who, and don't be shy no matter what your numbers are, but who has people, brand new customers who are going to be doing the 11-day detox? Okay. So I don't either. I have existing customers that want to do it. So Jenny privately on Apollo asked a really good question of like, okay, so should we make a separate Facebook event for these people and give them extra coaching and provide like extra workouts or extra recipes and things like that? Who has existing customers who are going to be doing the challenge? Jenny. I don't know if Carity does or not. I can't see her. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if I will either. So I guess, Jenny, to answer your question is like, maybe not this time. Like maybe let's just hold off and do it for the next one. Then we have more time to prepare. And yeah, I am not about creating extra work if it's not going to be super helpful. But that being said, we have been posting a lot of recipes in Wellness Redesigned, even myself. So let's all kind of commit to doing that, because the thought was, you can tell some people, if you tell someone, oh, make a 400 to 600 calorie meal, they'll be like, okay, I know exactly what that means. But a lot of people don't know what that means, or they're even just too lazy to even go on Pinterest and look things up. So let's all commit. I'm trying new recipes myself. Look, I'm making spaghetti squash right now. Not that that's new, but I'm personally going to try new recipes, and I want to share them. And so let's just, everybody get. It's really easy to go on Pinterest and search whatever, healthy dinner recipe or healthy spaghetti squash recipe or healthy whatever, and then just take a look at the recipe, make sure it's like, it actually is like somewhat healthy, and share them. So yeah, Jenny, did that answer your question? Okay. So stay tuned for future challenges. We may do something different.
Okay. So kind of post the recipes within Wellness Redesign is what you're saying, Amanda. Okay. And maybe reach back out to your existing customers and ask them if they are. And again, not getting discouraged by that if you don't have anybody, because this is, again, where you're going to be consistent and do it yourself. And you're going to attract those people come beginning of the year, middle of the year, or even into February. So being consistent yourself with all of that and showing that will bring those people back around come February, because they're going to see you following through on all that during the holidays, especially during the holidays, because it is a lot harder to be consistent with everything. So good. Any questions from anybody? Stephanie? Jenny?
I was just going to say, Amanda, I do have my friend Sarah that joined. She's one of my new people who's just starting, and she's going to start with the 11-day detox, the one who has her wedding coming up.
Okay, cool. So maybe in lieu of a Facebook event or a Facebook group or something private, like, or separate like that, maybe you start a private message like with us, and I don't know, anyone else who wants to get started at the same time, but we're all committing to doing it. Even if it's just us three, I think I want the support. I know, because I haven't cleansed in a while. So that's another option for her. And also tell her, hey, be on the lookout in the group too. We're going to be posting more. But yeah, maybe just give her a little extra, and I can too. We'll just give her a little extra attention.
Okay, that'd be great, because I can't cleanse right now. So I think
yeah.
do it with her.
Yeah.
So would it be, because I know we had talked about doing something like this before with our new people getting signed up and putting them in a group together in like a master. So all of us who are even us on the team who are committed to doing the 11-day detox, we can all be in a message together. That way, anybody new can be thrown into that message thread, so that they know that we're all doing it as well. I mean, the more people would be better, or would it be better with just the three of you?
I think it depends on who. I don't think it's amount of people. I think it depends on who, because I'm in a separate. Anyway, yeah. I think it depends on who, and I think it would be helpful. Who here, Stephanie? Are you going to do the 11-day detox, like full on with like full cleanse days? Yeah. Okay. And then I know Jane's not. Carity, are you going to be doing full cleanse days? Okay. So let's just do it with us. Like, if you guys don't mind, put Stephanie and myself and Carity.
Throw me in
And
there.
then,
I'll be doing it. It'd be nice to see.
okay. Not that Jane and like, not that you guys can't join, but it just, you guys are going to be on a different schedule, somewhat. So
Good.
that, okay.
Good. All right.
Oh yeah, because Rachel's obviously pregnant too. Okay.
Yes, she is pregnant. Just so you, in case you didn't know that. It was little. I'll stop the recording here.